and this is my mum, Julie.
Hello, I'm Lucy's mum, and welcome to A Very British Christmas.
So, what unique and quirky things do Brits get up to at Christmas time that Americans, and probably others, find quite strange?
What are mince pies, and do they actually contain meat? What are Christmas crackers? And what is a PANTO? The answer to these and other British Christmas questions will be answered shortly.
Let's start by talking about how Christmas as we know it today came about. It was largely shaped in the Victorian era by Queen Victoria and her German-born husband, Prince Albert.
In 1848, the Illustrated London News published a drawing of the royal family celebrating around a decorated Christmas tree, a tradition that was reminiscent of Prince Albert's childhood in Germany. Soon, every home in Britain had a tree bedecked with candles, sweets, fruit, homemade decorations and small gifts.
My younger sister Katie and I used to love decorating the Christmas tree. We were allowed to decorate the smaller tree in the conservatory. Many years later, we found out that Mum used to rearrange the decorations when we'd gone to bed.
Mwahaha! So another uniquely British invention is the Christmas cracker. What exactly are Christmas crackers?
In 1847, almost by accident, Tom Smith invented the Christmas cracker. He created them as a development of his bonbon sweet, which he sold in a twist of paper. As sales of bonbons slumped, he began to think of new and creative ways to promote his products.
His first tactic was to insert love messages into the wrappers of the sweets, similar to fortune cookies. He added the crackle element when he heard the crackle of a log he had just put on a fire. The other elements of the modern cracker, the gifts, paper hats and varied designs, were all introduced by Tom Smith's son, Walter Smith, to differentiate his product from the rival cracker manufacturers which had suddenly sprung up. Tom Smith merged with Cayley crackers in 1953. It was a simple idea which became an integral part of British celebration and tradition, which still continues to this day.
When the cracker is pulled by two people, each holding one end of the twisted paper-covered tube, the friction creates a small explosive pop. This pop is produced by a narrow strip of chemically impregnated paper. The cracker tears apart and out of the cardboard tube tumbles a bright paper hat, a small gift and a motto or joke.
Okay, Lucy, choose a cracker.
This one.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh! 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 Sometimes the one who gets the bigger portion has won the items, but this was Lucy's cracker, so I'm going to be very kind and pass it to Lucy to examine the contents.
Aw, thanks. I got my hat.
Oh, nice red one, matches your outfit.
That's right,
Yeah.
How do I look?
Oh, festive.
A toy. I think they're golf tees.
Oh, handy.
Handy for all that golf I play.
Yes. Usually the toy is a little bit naff.
Oh, so we have a joke and we have a question as well. Where do cows go on Saturday night?
Oh, to the movies?
Yeah.
Ah, they're always terrible, the
They're
jokes.
always terrible.
Always.
A cowboy rides into town on Friday, stays 3 nights and leaves on Friday.
Oh.
How did he do it? If you think you know the answer, pop it in the comments below.
You won't get it from me.
You feel sad that you didn't get a hat, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Never fear.
Oh, it's like a Victorian top hat.
Like we said, the gifts are usually terrible, except for the fortune teller miracle fish game, which is awesome!
Yay!
You place the plastic fortune teller miracle fish in your hand. It will bend or wriggle about or move. Depending on how the fish moves will denote either jealousy, indifference, in love, fickle, false, passionate, or dead one.
So what is the traditional Christmas dinner?
The dinner usually consists of turkey, pheasant, duck or goose, served with stuffing, gravy, sometimes pigs in blankets or sausages, and bacon cooked in meat juices. Yorkshire puddings, cranberry sauce or red currant jelly, bread sauce, roast potatoes, vegetables, particularly Brussels sprouts and roasted parsnips. Yorkshire pudding is a baked pudding made from a batter of eggs, flour and milk or water.
So what is Christmas pudding? Christmas pudding is also known as plum pudding or figgy pudding.
Christmas pudding is a steamed suet pudding, more like a fruitcake, made of mixed dried fruits, candied fruit peel, apple and citrus zests. Brandy or other alcohol, such as rum, cider, stout or beer, and spices provide a deep, complex flavour and its signature dark colour.
Christmas pudding is best made in advance to allow it to mature. Traditionally, the pudding was made on Stir It Up Sunday, which is the Sunday before Advent at the end of November. Families would gather to stir the mixture and to make a wish. Often coins would also be thrown into the mixture. Lucy, I remember my Nana doing this, and we used to all gather and give it a stir and we'd all make a wish. It was very special. And I remember when we actually ate the pudding and we found a sixpence or two in the pudding, as long as we didn't swallow it.
I was going to say, health and safety nowadays would never allow such
Absolutely.
things.
But it was so exciting if you found money in your portion. If not, you would ask for extra just to make sure you did.
Eat until you pop.
Yes, indeed, or choke.
Brandy or another alcoholic drink is poured over the pudding and lit at the table to make a spectacular display. Here I am demonstrating this over the years. I was always told to blow out the flames quickly. Don't want to waste any of that good alcohol. When the flames were out, you made a wish. So, what are mince pies? And do they contain any meat?
A mince pie is a sweet pastry pie of English origin, filled with a mixture of dried fruits and spices called mincemeat. Today the mince pie is made without meat, but occasionally it includes suet and animal fats. Our family particularly enjoys a homemade mince pie or two with a glass of Baileys or Baileys coffee on Christmas morning. Father Christmas has also left a mince pie with his glass of sherry on Christmas Eve. Oh, and not forgetting the carrot for Rudolph.
So, what is Christmas cake? And why is there so much of it left over after Christmas?
Christmas cake is an English tradition that began as plum porridge. A traditional English Christmas cake is made with rich, moist currants, sultanas and raisins which have been soaked in rum. If a Christmas cake is covered in icing, it usually has a layer of marzipan between the fruit cake and the royal icing. It is quite common for it to be decorated with Christmassy decorations. It's traditionally served at tea time, but after a large Christmas lunch followed by plum pudding, it is often left as a decoration to the tea table. Everyone is too full to eat it on Christmas Day.
Who doesn't love playing a game at Christmas?
We certainly know how to have fun in our family at Christmas time. The Victorians loved to play parlour games at parties, particularly at Christmas. Nowadays, these types of games are still played, like charades, alongside a whole range of other games, such as board games, cards, quizzes, computer games, drinking games, to name but a few. What games do your family play? Please let us know in the comments section below. So, what is a pantomime, or PANTO for short? Pantomime or panto is a type of musical comedy stage production designed for family entertainment. It was developed in England and is mainly performed throughout the UK and Ireland, especially during the Christmas and New Year's season.
Modern pantomime includes songs, gags, slapstick comedy and dancing. It employs men dressing up as women and vice versa, and combines topical humour with a story more or less based on a well-known fairy tale, fable or folk tale.
Pantomime is a participatory form of theatre in which the audience is expected to sing along with certain parts of the music and shout out phrases to the performers.
Look behind you!
He's over there!
Boo! Hiss!
Baffled? It's certainly unique.
So, what is the Queen's Christmas message, otherwise known as the Queen's Speech?
The tradition began in 1932 with a radio broadcast by the current Queen's father, King George VI, on the BBC's Empire service. Since 1952, the message has been read by Queen Elizabeth II. Today it is broadcast on television, radio and the internet.
What are your favourite Christmas traditions from your country? Let us know in the comment section below.
Please give us a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already.
Let's head on over to the Dickens Carolers and our good friend Justin Hostin to sing us out.